Milwaukee Brewers game 94 win 8-3 over the Washington Nationals, and with the Cubs losing to the Yankees 11-0, the Brewers are now one game behind the Cubs for the division tie, at the very least. And uh, 3 weeks ago it would have seemed impossible that they could have gotten close to this before the All-Star break, but Cubs have not played well. And back as recently as June 18th, the Brewers were 6.5 games behind the Cubs, and now they're one game behind. They could very well be in the lead all on their own by the end of the weekend, which, based on how the Cubs are playing right now, seems to be a decent possibility, at least a tie. And the Brewers had a huge third inning. Frelick, Churio, Yelich, and Contreras all had big hits in the third. Contreras added another double to bring in more runs in the fourth. And Andrew Vaughn had another home run. It's actually 3 home runs. Well, two home runs since he's taken over at first base for Hoskins. Like, Rhys Hoskins hardly knew. No, Rhys Hoskins is still a huge presence in the clubhouse. But Andrew Vaughn looks great so far. Keep it up, and you could find yourself in even more playing time even when Rhys Hoskins comes out. It could be a possibility. And D.L. Hall started out the game, gave up some runs, but was solid. Quinn Priester gave up some runs, but was solid again. And overall, just solid performance by the Brewers again. Huge inning, or got them the win today. And as a result, the Brewers are one game behind the Cubs for the division lead, or division tie in the NL Central. And a couple weeks ago, we probably would have thought it's a bit crazy. And now big news, Jacob Misiorowski is in the MLB All-Star Game as a commissioner's choice pick. I know it's a little weird after only 5 starts, but he's been electric. I mean, there are people out there. I heard on the radio, I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night, so this is the kind of opinions you're going to take. But people say, oh, it's weird that Misiorowski is being in there, being in the All-Star Game. It's like, well, have you looked at his stats? He looks fucking electric. I mean, if Paul Skeens, who everybody says is like the greatest pitcher ever, if he had been in a similar situation to Misiorowski, they'd be like, oh my God, get him in there. It's like, but it's the Milwaukee Brewers, so they're not going to get their just desserts or their true motives in the press, but still, they've proven that they could win the division. Have a great day, guys.